So in this step, we're going to look at embroidering our little fish. If you'd like to decorate your fish with some stitches before you sew it together, this is the way to do it. I've taken a pencil, and you can either just stitch wherever you want, or you can take a pencil, and I'm just using just a washable pencil, but any kind of pencil will work. And I'm making marks on the fabric, just really light marks that I can stitch over with my thread, so that I have kind of a guide of where to put my stitches. And you can kind of see, it's hard to see them because they're really faint lines. You don't want to have a real solid line there, or it'll show up under your stitches. But it is nice to have a little bit of a guide of where to place your stitches. So you can see I've stitched some pieces on, or some stitches onto that one, about where I put my pencil marks. This one I'm just going to freehand where I want to put things. So you can either choose to just freehand where you put your decorative stitches, or you can use a pencil to draw them on first. I'm actually going to do basically what I would do to make an ending knot, where I just caught a little piece of fabric, made a loop. Only this time, instead of just doing 2, I'm going to make 3 passes through to make my knot just a little bit bigger on that eyeball. You could do 4 or 5 if you want them to have a really big eye passes of that needle through the loop. And then I'm going to push my thread so that it's coming out the back, and I'll make an ending knot. And there you go, I've created an eye. So I can take my scissors and snip that off. Don't want to cut my thread too close to the knot, or it can come undone. I'm going to go ahead and re-knot my thread so that I can make fins and a tail. This is really fun. You can be very creative about what you want your fish to look like. But this part does need to be done before you sew the 2 pieces, the 2 fish pieces together. So you can decide, okay, well, I've decided I'm going to put a fin right here. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch out a fin along that line of where I had placed my needle. Just go ahead and use a running stitch to make an outline of where I want my little fish fin to be. You can be very creative with this part. I'm just showing you some ideas that came into my mind, but there are all kinds of ways that you could make patterns and designs with the stitches that you've learned in this kit. I'm going to go ahead and end on the back so that I can make an ending knot that doesn't show up on the front. That way, when I sew my 2 fish pieces together, all of these knots that are in the back here will just be hidden between the 2 layers. I'm going to go ahead and clip that off, not too close to the knot. Tie another knot in the end of my thread so that I can make the tail. I'm going to do some tail fins on this little fish. If you need help remembering how to thread your needle, I have videos on my YouTube channel for both how to thread with a single and a double thread. I'll go ahead and put my fish fins in next. We'll start from the back so that the knot will be hidden in the back. And I'm just going to do 1 long stitch to make that fin. You could do a series of littler stitches. You can do 1 long stitch like I'm doing. You could do a zigzag where you make the stitches go up and down. Lots of fun things that you could do. I'll just make 3 little stitches to make my fins, And I'm going to go ahead and tie an ending knot in the back by picking up just a little layer of the fabric, or a piece of the fabric just in the back. You shouldn't be able to see it through the front. It's just a tiny bit of the back. Tie my knot, clip my thread, and I think I'm done and ready to attach the 2 pieces of fabric together.